everybody, and welcome back to more Danganronpa. Yeah, we're back in. Fumi and Taka have been murdered, and their bodies are now missing, so we have to go find them. That is the name of the game, and then I'm assuming we'll have our regular investigation, and then we will totally find out who did it. At this point, all signs point to Hiro, but I highly doubt it would be somebody so obvious. I really don't think it's Hiro, even though he has no alibi. It wouldn't make any sense. Where could two dead bodies have disappeared to? Good question. That's what I'm looking for.
Damn.
We need to search for the bodies that have disappeared. What happens after that? Huh? The door must be locked.
Damn.
Why is that door locked? Where could the bodies have gotten to? I honestly don't know. If you're thinking, oh, Jess is just playing along, I don't actually remember where the bodies went to. Shockingly, I don't remember every detail about this game. Mostly because I've played a few other games in the meantime since I played this. Downstairs, maybe? Nah, it's gotta be up here then. I can't imagine it would be in the classrooms, though. Something is telling me something is off about that door, and it's really bugging me. Because that door, last time we went in... Oh, I don't know why I did that. Huh? Maybe we gotta find a key? Perhaps? But, first time for everything, I guess. Well, that's the fourth floor. It's not gonna be in here, because we just left here. Can we check something about the bloodstains, maybe? Taka's entire body is disappeared, leaving behind nothing but a bloodstain. Keen observation. Wood is even bigger than the others, just a standard 4. Is this all the work of that suspicious individual, obviously? When Toko is Toko, she has a fear of blood. I don't think we have to worry about anyone else dying, so I'll just leave her alone for now. Right. At this point, I guess it's in one of the classrooms. I was so apprehensive to believe it could possibly be in a— Oh my god, hello! Makoto!
Come on.
Why are you just standing there? We need to get to the repository. Huh? You mean?
Indeed.
I found them. The Fumi and Taka's bodies have both been hidden in the repository.
Goodbye.
I've already told Hina and Sakura. We'll go on ahead. Their bodies were in the repository. I knew it! It's that back room over here that I couldn't get into. Called it! Are the bodies here somewhere? Hi, Byakuya. I have to wonder where they could have been hidden. Up ahead is the repository. The doorknob turned. I guess it's unlocked. Then I have no choice but to go inside. It is weird that it was locked beforehand when I tried to get in it. And when I entered, I saw. Sorry. The two bodies that had disappeared were right there. The smell of blood made me gag. What I saw before my eyes was oh my god, I can't English. I'm so sorry. What I saw before my eyes was unquestionable, unavoidable, unwavering reality. And then I heard the announcement for a second time. Is it the dead body announcement?
A body has been discovered! After a certain amount of time, which you may use however you like,
The class trial will begin.
Woo. And so here we are! Without further ado, let me give you all the next Monokuma file. I was going to hand them out when you found the bodies the first time, but I thought something might happen. It was really hard to resist, but turns out I was right! Just hand it over already. Now make sure to investigate with all your mental might and prepare for the class trial. Okay, see you later! Well then, now that we've found the bodies, all that's left is to uncover the culprit. Hold on! How can you be so calm? I mean, they're dead, you know?
That's
Dead!
terrible.
Gone forever, they're never coming back! Awful, this is just too awful! Hina suddenly burst into tears. She clutched at Hifumi's lifeless body.
Who would do this? Why? Why?
Large, wet tears fell from her eyes. The tears landed on Hifumi's cheek. If this were some world of make-believe, that might have been when Hifumi opened his eyes. But this wasn't a movie. This wasn't...
He's alive again?
Where am I? Cold. So cold. Is winter coming?
Hifumi! Wake up!
Huh? That's right. I remember now. Hope's Peak.
Come on, you gotta wake up!
You gotta ask him who did this!
I remember everything before I met you all. I met you all.
His memories are blending together. He has nothing useful to offer us.
The light. It's reaching out to me like the tail of a comet.
Hey, Hifumi! Who was it? Who attacked you? Who tried to kill you?
Thank you.
Who killed me? That's right. I remember their name. Yasuhiro.
His eyes closed, and they never opened again. Death for the second time. Absolute, undeniable death. I still don't believe it's Yasuhiro. I still don't believe it. No matter how many more of Hina's tears splashed his face. There was no second miracle. Reality set in again. This isn't some stereotypical fantasy world. Tears can't restore a person's vitality.
Honestly.
You have no tears, do you? No blood in your veins, no calcium in your bones. At least you have your meat.
Stop
You're just
talking.
angry. Going out of his way to return, just to leave us with those unnecessary dying words. Now this game has become exceedingly boring. He said Yasuhiro, right?
Then perhaps...
Yasuhiro Hagakure. That is the only person who he could have been referring to.
So, in
And with
other
that,
words,
the case is solved. Assaulting people and even killing Taka and Hifumi, and then going so far as to hide the bodies. A criminal that hides his face behind a mask and uses a bunch of giant wooden hammers. Is that what Hiro?
What is
If
this?
it's true, I can't forgive him. No way I can forgive him. To kill two of our friends.
that's fine.
Anyway, it's about time we track down the culprit in our little life or death game here. Although this time it's not all that life or death. The trial will complete without much trouble.
Indeed.
Yes, it does look that way. It's going to begin again. We have to go through this one more time. I have to accept it. I have no choice but to go through with this, to make sure everyone survives. I just have to do it! Yes, you do. Woo! Investigation time. First, I'd better check the Monokuma file. The victims were Hifumi Yamada and Kiyotaka Ishimaru. The cause of death for each was a blow to the head. It is thought that they were both killed with a similar weapon. That's it?
Very strange.
Yeah, it's pretty strange. We got way less information this time than before. That is no problem. After all, the events of this case unfolded before our very eyes. We should know more about what happened than the Monokuma file could anyway. Maybe.
Well,
There's something else that's bothering me. Someone else has been missing for quite a while. Are you talking about Kyoko?
Perhaps.
Without a doubt, she has an alibi for when Celeste and Hifumi were attacked. What if the killer wasn't acting alone? What if they had an accomplice? An accomplice? An accomplice? What are you doing here? Don't be rude! I'm here to answer your question. What question?
Yeah.
You're talking about accomplices, right? I'm pretty sure I explained it before, didn't I? During the first class trial.
speaking of which, I'd like to ask the bear, if there is an accomplice, do they also become blackened?
So you ask, and so I shall answer. Each murder is allowed to have an accomplice, but only the one who does the killing will get to graduate.
So in other words, two people can work together, but one of them has no chance of profiting from it.
Then there's no way anyone would work together, right?
In other words,
Sorry. 1 second, I think about other things. So basically, you can be an accomplice if you want, but there's no gratification in it.
So then.
So you're saying nobody worked together this time either?
hey,
Sorry, you can't answer that. It would obstruct the free exchange of information between you guys. I just want to make sure you don't forget, no matter how much you might assist in a murder. Only one blackened can graduate. An accomplice gets nothing.
So in
Then
other
we
words,
only need to figure out who that one blackened is that did the killing, right? Just like normal?
well,
Okay, let me take this opportunity to clarify the whole shebang. In this class trial, what you need to determine is the one true blackened who devised the murder plot and put it in action. The true blackened, so just one person.
well,
That's enough for explainifying. Now it's down to the final battle between all of you and the blackened. Good luck to all the contestants! So there can only be one blackened, an accomplice wouldn't benefit. Then I can't see any way Kyoko would be connected to this case after all. You may be right. If that's true, then Kyoko, where are you?
However,
As long as she's not connected to the case, it doesn't matter. Let's get back to the investigation.
Indeed.
I have absolutely no doubt that Hiro is responsible. But for the time being, I suppose it can't hurt to pursue further information. You know, don't you think we should consider a certain someone a suspect just in case? I'm talking about the murderous fiend, Genocide Jack! I'm offended! You? When did you? I've been looking all over for you, Master! When I woke up, you were nowhere to be found! Anywhere! You there, milk sack swimmer girl!
Huh?
Milk sack?
You gotta be
Why do I gotta be a suspect?
What the
I mean, you are a serial killer. So what, I'm like a special guest suspect every time? I have an alibi, you know. Just right about that. When we heard Hifumi scream, she was with me. And when the bodies disappeared, she was still lying unconscious in the equipment room. Plus, Taka's body aside, I can't imagine any way she could have been able to move Hifumi's body. Besides, I calculate every move I make. I'm not gonna kill someone when everyone knows what I look like. They don't call me the murderous fiend for nothing.
What are you
It's
saying?
not the kind of thing you should be bragging about.
Let's
On another topic, should we post a guard by the bodies like before? We can't have them disappearing again.
so then.
Hina and I can handle that. You don't mind, do you, Hina? Sure, I'd be totally useless on the investigation anyway.
it's all
Then
clear
that's
now.
that. Let's begin. This whole thing is so strange. All but one of us has an alibi, so figuring out who did it should be obvious, right? But maybe it's just me, but I don't think it's going to be as straightforward as it seems. Thank you. I know there's no way it could be Yasuhiro because it's way too obvious. Monokuma File 3. That is the reason why. It's too obvious to him, and he doesn't seem like the type that would kill two people. Hey, Makoto, I've been thinking about something. It's about the repository. Huh? What is it? After Hifumi and Taka's body disappeared, we split up to look around, right? I was really scared, so me and Sakura stuck together. And we came right to the repository to, look around. But when we got there, the repository was locked. We couldn't get inside. It was locked. Yes, I know. And we came here as soon as the search started, so there's no way someone could have beat us here. So if that's true, then who locked it? And why is it unlocked now? I wonder the same thing. The door was locked when the search for the bodies began, but now it's wide open? There might be some secret lurking in there, but I'll probably have to leave this area to figure it out. Let's tab it up. So clearly they were taken from these things. There are hammers of all different sizes hanging on the wall, although some are more like mallets. Mallets? Could the Justice hammers have been designed using these as models? Either way, all the hammers have obviously seen a lot of use. They're all covered in debris and chalky stone powder. Wait. For some reason, this one hammer isn't dirty at all. It's wet. Did someone wash it recently? Spotless hammer. Okay, we'll talk to Sakura next. There are many aspects of the incident this time. Too many, to be honest. Considering that, it may be good to look back on everything that's happened.
So
Would you like my help? Sure. Yeah, let's look back on things. This morning, only 4 of us met up at the dining hall. Hina, Kyoko, you, and myself. We waited for the others, but nobody showed up, so we decided to go and look for them. It was around 8 o'clock when we began our search, and soon after we split up, Kyoko disappeared. After that, Hina found Celeste in the rec room on the 3rd floor, and quickly came and got you and I. According to Celeste, she was attacked by a suspicious individual and lay unconscious for about an hour. In other words, she was attacked an hour before we found her, meaning just after 7 o'clock. Based on the picture Celeste took, we discovered her attacker was dressed in a strange costume. It was Robo-Justice. It also became clear that this Robo-Justice had dragged Hifumi away. After meeting up with Toko and Byakuya, we began searching for the costumed assailant. We found an injured Hifumi in the library on the 2nd floor. We took him down to the nurse's office on the 1st floor, then resumed our search. But not long after leaving the nurse's office. What's wrong? I saw a shadow! Something moving around the top of the stairs! Based on Celeste's claims, we went back up to the 2nd floor, where we split up and began searching. Damn it, they keep switching voices and I don't pay attention. Then, right after that, Celeste screamed. This time she had apparently seen the suspect on the 3rd floor. Hearing her screams, we quickly made our way to the 3rd floor. Celeste, what's wrong? That was a rather intense scream for someone like you. I saw him, the strange costume man. He ran off as soon as I screamed. I was blocking the stairs, so he headed further down into the hallway and disappeared. And then... yeah. Huh? What was that? That came from downstairs. It must have been... Hifumi, he's in the nurse's office. This is bad. Come on, we have to go back. At that point, we decided to split up into 2 groups. Celeste, Hina, and I went back to the nurse's office. Meanwhile, Yu, Byakuya, and Toko pursued the suspect up on the 3rd floor. And when we got back to the nurse's office, we found Hifumi's corpse. Which is also when we heard the body discovery announcement play. I left Celeste and Hina alone and headed back to the 3rd floor to tell the others what had happened.
However,
But at that same time, we had discovered Taka's body in the equipment room. Which means Hifumi and Taka's bodies were discovered right around the same time. Because I remember hearing the body discovery announcement playing right after finding Taka. And that's when I showed up and told you and Byakuya that Hifumi had been killed, right? Then you, me, and Byakuya all headed back to the nurse's office, leaving behind Toko, who had fainted. But as soon as we left the physics lab, we ran into Celeste, who just arrived to tell us something very unusual. Hifumi's body has disappeared! We hurried back to the nurse's office to discover that his corpse was in fact gone. Then we remembered we had abandoned the unconscious Toko and rushed back to the equipment room. So much talking! This can't be happening. Are we hallucinating all of this or something? This time, Taka's body had disappeared. So from there, we began our search for both of the missing bodies. And after some time, Celeste told us she'd found the bodies, and we all headed to the repository. And there we discovered the 2 bodies that had apparently vanished. And that brings us up to now.
however,
Looking back, things have certainly been very active. If you want to look back at the case again, just let me know. I'm fine anytime.